Hello, welcome to my review of the JuJuBe Zealous. This is in the new Galaxy print that has just launched in January 2020. It's a really hard colour to actually capture, and every time I move it in the light it kind of seems to really change from being dark to light. It is actually in person a really amazing print. I'd say it's more purple than it is sort of navy blue, but you do obviously get these dark patches in various places, and on the Be Cool, which I also have as well, you can see slightly more of the sort of plainer, darker colour, but even just that, just moving that around in the camera, I can see that's sort of changing the colour from what I can see as well. So this is the Be Zealous. This is the new style backpack. It has had some changes since the original launch, obviously some improvements. I'll go over those as well, but I'll start from the front, outside the bag, and then I'll go inside. So they have these really cute, and I'm not one for taking off the plastics immediately off of my hardware. These are really cute little, I want to call it Saturn because that's what it looks like, but I think it's meant to be some sort of random planet, nondescript planet with JuJuBe inscripted on them. They are pretty chunky, a bit like a Toki one. They will clank together and make a noise, so like Toki you might want to poke one of them inside your bag if that annoys you, or maybe it doesn't. So right at the front here we have a little slip pocket. The zips are all nylon, and so I'd say dark navy on this bag. And in here I have an A5 planner. There is no structure inside this little front pocket. It is probably a good place for sort of dropping receipts and flat things, and obviously what you pack in here and in here kind of has a knock-on effect to what you can fit in there. The bag isn't overly packed, but I was quite happy to be able to get a 2020 A5 planner in that pocket in and out quite easily. And as you can see, the lining is a beautiful pale blue. It's not quite baby blue, it's a little bit darker than that, but it's very light blue. And then on the next part of the mummy pocket you get double zippers. Go all the way round and down, and that opens up. I have excitedly packed this up, so some things I haven't changed over into the prints I might use with this bag. So there might be some random things in here, but this is my Kerry Kit Millie wallet, and anyone that knows Kerry Kit, these are pretty big wallets. These are way bigger than a Bee Spendy, bigger than the Kate Spade and the Jade wallets. They are more of a travel wallet than they are a purse, so that quite happily sat in there and wasn't giving any concern to the thing in front. Then you get a little pocket here. I'd probably use that for receipts. I haven't been out shopping yet with it. I'd probably use that for receipts, the key leash, because you have to have a key leash, and then you get two little slip pockets. In this one I just have a little small packing case, Mitzi Ritzy, that's got feminine needs in it. This one I've got my moisturising cream and some headache tablets in there as well. But there's still plenty of space to get maybe a smaller wallet and some other stuff thrown in there as well. It is a big pocket. Going to the side of the bags, you have bottom pockets on both sides. Pretty decent bottom pockets. Both sides, they feel insulated, but that's the usual JuJuBe insulation, slightly more padding stuff on the sides. And also you get a D-ring. It's quite a chunky metal. It's not the normal thin D-rings that you expect from JuJuBe, so you might just want to be a little bit careful about the pram connectors that you use on there, but perfect for hanging things on. The back of the bag, there is a foam pad behind the fabric, but it's an all fabric. It's not the breathable mesh like the BRB or the Be Packed. It is the fabric. It has a reinforcement stitching panel that goes across here. This is one of the changes they've made. This is the normal. This is the kind of nylon-y feel seatbelt material you're more used to. I think that looks very much like a navy. It's very hard to tell whether it's a very dark purple or a navy blue. It's quite hard to tell actually. It could be one or the other. Side adjusters here, a padded thing. Obviously it's not as padded as the BRB would be. I'm just trying to think what it would feel like. It does feel a bit like the 12 little padding. It feels very similar to the 12 little padded backpack straps, but it feels quite comfortable on it, and picking up and adjusting it, that's quite easy, which also means potentially it's good at slipping, but it's taken quite a bit if I'm using that force. It might slip a little bit, but easy to adjust, not quite so easy to slip, but it may have a slight bit of slippage. Grab handle on the top, it's only got the fabric on the top, but here around there, and you've got the fabric in between. Feels quite comfortable. It's quite a lightweight bag, but I have got quite a bit. I have put some relatively heavy things inside it. Yeah, very comfortable. No change pair pocket on the back of this one. That is just the back, and that's what you get. But on the top, you get a tech pocket here. It is the same, it feels like it's the same size as the BRB. Doesn't feel, I think people say it's bigger, but I tried a 30 wide pouch, which I keep in my BRB one, and it fitted exactly the same. So I don't think it technically is actually bigger, but that's a good place to stick your phone. Obviously I'm filming with my phone, so it's not there, but there is the only felt line pocket on the bag, so I probably would keep that for my sunglasses and for my phone. A bit closer here. So now into the main part of the bag. Now it does go down all the way to the bottom like the BRB does, but it has gussets not falling out of my bag. I have no chance to see the blue. It looks a lot paler on the camera from what I can see to how it actually is. I'm trying to think which print it is the closest blue to, but it is a true blue. So you've got a very sort of purpley coloured, purpley and pinks here, and then a pale blue inside. There are two slip pockets on the front, and then there are two behind that. One thing I would say is, if you want to put big things in the middle, I don't think you can use all four pockets. It was quite tight. So, but obviously if you're not a pouch packer, you just want to use the organisational structure of this bag, it's got so much, you don't need to use them. It's just I'm so used to using pouches now that I went for more in the middle and less on the thing. But just in this front pocket here, I carry a fork and spoon around with me for my 3-year-old, just in case, but she's almost out of those. She doesn't quite like metal cutlery yet. And sitting just behind that, to use with my phone, I have a small wet bag with the fold-up headphones in that. That's Itsy Ritsy small wet bag that's got the fold-up headphones that she uses. We're going more into my older daughter's gymnastics, and she does tend to like a bit of Baby Shark, and people sitting around in the waiting room with us don't tend to like to have to listen to Baby Shark 100 times, so I like to carry a pair of headphones so I can just silence the shark music for the poor unsuspecting crowds there. And then just behind that, I need to fill it up for tomorrow. This is all I had left in my bag. I've got a snack pouch. I use the Planet Wise 3-pack of these, and it goes absolutely beautiful with this. It is. I originally bought these to go with the Lily Jade bag because of the jade, the turquoise bits, but this is an amazing match for this bag too. Something that works in both, and I find these much easier to use than the JuJuBe pouches, and certainly more than Lily Jade, because they are just so lightweight. And that one's got just got some snacks in it. Sitting next to that, I have the Bee Dapper in the Galaxy print. Again, you can just see the print just changes everywhere you look. So she is 3 very shortly, and he's potty trained, but doesn't like toilet seats. She gets a bit freaky about them. So I carry the portable toilet seat because she likes Froggy. Helps her go to the toilet. And then I've just got a few other essentials in there in terms of wipes, soap in case they haven't got anything wherever we are. And then if anything happens to the Froggy seat, I have a little ducky wet bag casing that it can go in, just to I need to put it back in a bag because I don't want that all over my bags. I'll just leave the dapper to the side. There you go. So now you can just see you've got the 2 pockets here, one I didn't use. You have the gussets on the side, and nothing's falling out. And then on the back, like the BRB, you have the elastics on here for that pocket, and I have a wipe pouch 30 sitting upside down so I can get my wipes out if I need them. And let me just show you in that top pocket. I always put these in my BRB and it fits no differently. Might be a slight, because of the shape, there might be a slight few centimetres on top difference. This bag doesn't stand up on its own when it's empty. It will tip forward, but what I found, as soon as I put something in this back slip pocket, it kind of gives it enough structure. It doesn't then start toppling over. So I need to be careful what I pull out and when. It doesn't all come tumbling down. But in this pocket here, I just have a spare set of clothes in case there are any accidents. And in this one, I have the coin purse that I was given with it, and a spare pair of socks. Just them in there. And then you pull that up, sitting in the back slip pocket where the change pad came, I have a Lily Jade lilac packing case, because I love Lily Jade packing cases. Again, you actually might show you just how purpley this bag is. And in here I have the change pad that comes with it. So I was trying to get it out. I've got a pack of 30 wipes, a pull up in case I need it. I've got the mermaid tail wet bag and the change pad that come with this. I believe they've made these bigger. They are the thin, not foam padded ones. Obviously being 3, she doesn't lie down on the changing pad, so I don't really need it. I just need a clean surface for her to be able to stand on if I have to get her changed because she's got wet. So light change pads are better for me anyway, and I'm not overly worried about the size, but it does look pretty reasonable size. A newborn certainly would be okay on it. I don't think it does look BFF size, maybe slightly smaller. I'm going to try and get one out and see if I can compare them. But that gives you a whole look at the print actually as well. It's probably a full set of the print. So you have the light stars and patches, the dark and the light again. And you can just see it glimmers and changes as you move it around. It catches the light. Yeah, it's a very weird shimmer to it. And then I had that folded up inside there. So there you go. This is the JuJuBe Zealous. It's a very lightweight bag. Pleasantly surprised that the foam that they've used here, so apparently the original version had a hard, like board base here. That's not. That feels like probably double thickness, maybe even treble thickness foam from a change pad type feel to it. It's obviously very squidgy. There's no hardness to it, but it obviously gives it the structure, and it's a slightly thinner version on the back. So overall impressed. I also have the Be Cool in this as well, and I love the Be Cools because whilst I love a fuel cell, they don't actually keep anything cold or hot. So it's I'm a big fan of those, and with the little handles you can shove it over your shoulder or attach it to a pram quite easily. So I am a big fan of these. They are a little bit smaller, but you can still get, you know, enough for one child's lunch in there without too much of a problem. So thank you for watching.